is an airplane. Oh wait, I've selected the wrong one. Brilliant. Alright, we're off to a fantastic start, as I have selected the wrong plane. Alright, for real this time. Actually going to have the right plane.
Bristol ground, Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha with Mike request taxi for takeoff east departure. Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha taxi to and hold short of runway 27 using taxiway Alpha. Contact tower on 133.85 when ready. Taxi to and hold short runway 27 using taxiway Alpha Cessna Golf Sierra Alpha. Taxi and hold short runway 27 using taxiway Alpha Cessna Golf Sierra Alpha. Bristol Airport information. Taxi to and hold short runway 27 via taxiway Alpha Cessna Golf Sierra Alpha. Visibility, tree. Sky condition, few clouds. Taxi to and hold short runway 27 using taxiway Alpha Cessna Golf.
Why is it repeating? What the fuck is that?
Temperature. Taxi and hold short runway 27 using taxiway Alpha Cessna Golf Sierra Alpha.
Why does it keep repeating?
Mike 1200 Zulu.
Oh Jesus Christ.
Visibility, tree. Sky condition.
Okay. Let's just make the man play it. I actually could. Like, the house will technically be modelled, but not, like, accurately. I know, right? It's great. I did it earlier, before even. I just flew straight into my own house. Yeah, like a stand-in. Can you dox yourself via Microsoft Flight Simulator? I believe so, because like, I mean, this is Bristol Airport. I'm just doing this because I can't be asked to do the pushback thing. But like, the model data keeps getting updated, so... We're gonna go on a lovely fly. I think all the big cities have like their monuments and stuff modelled as well. Which is why we're flying to London City Airport, which should take us through the middle of the city, so we could hopefully see stuff on the way. I don't know, it's going to be a long flight though. Fly you... I flew into Parliament before. That was fun. But now I'm on a list. It's funny as fuck though. You just take a little fucking Cessna and you just fly around, you know? It is really fun to fly along the Thames though. Because it's like a... I don't know, it's just really fun. I forget what ATC said.
Bristol Tower Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha at runway 27 ready for takeoff departure to the east.
Oh right, yeah, I've got the communications turned all the way down. But do not hear him. Yeah, I mean, they all use text-to-speech because,
for takeoff
well,
runway
there's
27
reasons.
Cessna Golf Sierra Alpha.
You'll hear this guy when we get to London. You hear this guy when we're in Spain, France. Clear for takeoff runway 27 Cessna GSA. I forget what the fucking phonetics are. Golf Sierra Alpha, I think? I wasn't paying attention. Let's go. Golf Sierra Alpha. You can fly to the pyramids of... I'm pretty sure you can. Like, there's no reason they wouldn't be modelled, because it uses, like... It's not using Google Maps as flight data, it's using, like, Microsoft's own flight data, so... Or, like, map data, rather. But I'm pretty sure, like, all the main buildings and stuff are modelled. Are you ready? Because I'm not. I mean, if you have questions, I'm willing to answer to the best of my ability. But, I'm not that knowledgeable on this stuff either, really. Okay, I think we're good to go. How far is Burma? Burma is like fucking miles away, mate. How am I gonna get to Burma in this? I can barely get out of fucking... I cannot drop bombs on Burma, that will get me in big trouble. There's no reason you can't fly over Burma though. If you try to nosedive in a Cessna, it will fucking blow up. Did I depart? Oh my god, I departed the wrong way. Well, we'll have to do a turn. It's fine. The only reason I departed this way was because the fucking stupid taxiway always tells you to go the wrong way.
Golf Sierra Alpha, continue for east departure. I will contact you next when you leave my airspace.
Continue for east departure. Well, east. See, that's an E. If you turn it on its side, it's an E.
Bristol Tower Cessna Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra
I suppose
Alpha,
you don't have
continue for east
Audacity.
departure.
Right, let's just start to turn. Took some big effort and that's the plan, at least. It'll take us ages before we get to, yeah, I'm pretty sure there's like geographical landmarks and stuff. It'll take us ages before we get to London, but once we get there, we should see a couple of the sites and stuff. Like, the modelling, like, up close, it looks awful, but like, from this, yeah, this is as realistic as it gets for a flight sim. Yeah. The distances are realistic as well. But yeah, up close the models look like shit, but like, from a distance, they look really good. Look at that, Bristol Airport, it looks great. If you want to fly to China, you can. And yes, you'd have to play for like 17 hours. And you wouldn't be able to fly in this thing, that's for sure. You'd run out of fuel, like, as soon as you got over like halfway Europe. But you can fly like a Cessna or like a jet and stuff. Yeah, I mean, it's a fun game, and it, like, you can genuinely learn to fly from this. Like, people have done it. It's never going to be exactly the same because it's, you know, you can't emulate the actual feeling. But yeah, the game is 60 quid, so it's expensive. Too fast.
Cessna Golf Sierra Alpha, you are leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved.
Just gonna get this everyone can might get on sale. Yeah. I mean, if you want to play this, like, oh, I just flew over the fucking
Bristol
thing.
Tower Cessna Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra Alpha, frequency change.
I have like a flight stick, but I don't have a flight yoke. Difference being, this is a yoke, a stick is like a joystick kind of thing. But I'd rather have something like this, but like, it's like £100 for a proper thing. It's not that bad, honestly, but like, you know, it's money. But it does add to the experience. I mean, having an actual, you know, flight stick or a flight yoke is kind of important. It's the only one I'd say was actually that important. But you don't need to get like pedals and stuff, really. Though that would be nice. Rudder pedals, if you didn't know. Control the rudder. You know. Feel iffy spending, yeah, that's why I don't really want to spend too much on this game, is because like I don't play it that much. Ooh. Oh, hey Scott, thank you for the raid. Holy shit, I think that's the first time I've ever been raided, actually. We're playing fucking plane game. You came here to hide from Scott. Somehow I doubt that. We are flying to London City Airport. See if I can. Why am I turning? What the fuck? It just started turning for some reason. Alright, Scott! I can show you flight plan. Yeah. Flavor. Oh, it's London. London's an actual shithole. Wow, we'll get to see it from a skyline view, hopefully. I mean, London's a big place. There's a lot of London to enjoy and not enjoy. It's a nice place to visit. I'm not sure about living there though. Seems a blot. This is a real-time flight, but it should be a couple hours, I think. I don't know. I have flown this before, and I think it took me 2 or 3 hours, maybe less. I'm not sure. So we have plenty of time to engage with the chat and yeah, stuff. I've never gone for gigs. It's fucking grim. Yeah, I mean it's a big ass city and it's a lot of effort to get used to. But like if you lived there and grew up there, I'm sure you could get on with it pretty fine. Like Bristol's pretty miserable as well, but keep an eye on my speed here. Don't want to go too slow. Yeah, I mean anywhere in the suburbs is probably nice. Speaking of suburbs. Bristol's still shit. Your boy's trying to migrate to the Isle of Man. I'm pretty sure you can fly to... This is a bit of a tangent, but I'm pretty sure people did fly to the Epstein Island, like, as soon as this game came out. Everyone just took, like, Clearjets there, and just... You could, like, go there, and there would just be, like, 20 planes just landed on the island. It was funny. This is a good meme. People just came to visit, you know? Yeah, so you can play online with like, and it will. So there's like different levels to it. But yeah, you can play online, and there'll be other people around occasionally. But I've got it offline on it for reasons. But I don't think many people fly around here anyway. Well, you can fly. You can't like collision. There's no like collision models for anything, and I think that's because like there's actual liveries in this game. So if you wanted to fly like an actual airliner, you can, and they have like the actual liveries and stuff. But I think that because they have the liveries and stuff, they don't want people having like horrific crash simulations. That's not a fact, that's just a theory that I think we've come up with. I mean, the game doesn't really need collision modeling and stuff, really. Like, if you crash, you crash. That's kind of not the idea. Game theory mind. Well, we don't have any bathrooms on board. You have to to roll down the window. Oh, Jesus Christ. You'll have to wait. Fucking miles away. Well, you'll probably go up faster. I think it's near the Caribbean, yeah. It probably is near the Caribbean somewhere. I'm gonna just slightly turn to the left to bring us back on course. Oh, we're losing speed quickly. Let's just get full mixture. Yeah, you can do. There are aerobatic planes that you can use, but this is I mean, you can do a bit in this Cessna, but it's well, I mean, I may as well show you. Just turn that off. Mixer control. Just get a bit of speed up. All right, this could go horribly wrong. No. Well, yeah, probably. You could probably get away with it on a controller, but you still want a keyboard plugged in because there's keyboard shortcuts that you're going to want. Ta-da! I hope you don't feel nauseous. It's called inverted flying. It's dangerous, and I can't tell which way is left and right now. We're losing speed. Let's just ourselves back onto the course a bit better. Yeah, I mean, the way I play this is I've got stick and then I got the keyboard just like right in front of it, so that like if I wanted to I can bind stuff to the keyboard, but there's a couple of hotkeys on the actual stick, so the main thing you need is the flaps and then the throttle controls. Let's take it back on autopilot. Your mum's got flaps. That building looks a bit... Yeah, never mind. Let's not look at that building. Kreismarch Airstrip. How do you say that? Kreismarch, I guess. I haven't come that far out yet. I've only gone about like an eighth of the way. Great Wall of China Flight Sim, POG. Yeah, I think you can fly to China. This is as far as I can zoom out for some reason. Why can I not zoom out more? It is probably modeled, yeah. You just hate everything, I swear to God. You can see this VR. Yeah, you can, okay. He hates Stonehenge. Go on, tell us why you hate Stonehenge. I'm guessing because it's just a bunch of rocks and there's a big road next to it and it's kind of just over-marketed now. I should probably have checked how much fuel I had. I think we should have enough. If we run out of fuel, it's James's fault. The external camera. Look at that. there's 2 people in the cabin, but there isn't really. Fucking fuck Stonehenge, innit? But I forget where Stonehenge is. Isn't it like close-ish to here? Like somewhere in this vicinity, so? This isn't really the best map because it's not. 40 minutes to the east, towards Swindon, like this sort of area, I think. Probably easier just looking on fucking Google Maps. I don't remember where Swindon is. You can probably fly to it. Oh, where are you now? On the little plane. Basically, right there. Let's see if I can find it on Google. I don't know how to set the fucking coordinates in, but we could just literally find the coordinates of it. It's a bit further south. So it's like, there's Bristol, and then it's sort of downish here-ish. Go through. Yeah, so we're like basically over Swindon now. And then it's sort of down south from Swindon. Ish, there-ish. Well, it's too far out the way. We won't be visiting it today. We might be able to fly to it. I don't know what would be a good airport that's close to it. Could play that after. Isn't the internet beautiful? I mean, it's not like you need to know anything anymore. You can just Google everything. To turn it on to the heading. We'll just do it with the autopilot. What do you mean? Everyone Googles things too much? Or... Yeah, I mean, having like... I don't know. Having the ability to memorize and store information is like it's a good skill to have, but like the fact that you could just Google everything. Yeah. I guess because it makes your brain do stuff as well. Like, if you have to actually do the maths yourself, it makes your brain active more, and that's going to be helpful. Maybe they just need to switch the way we teach things. Maybe we need to be switching from just learning maths into just learning more abstract things like problem solving. That's why I always like maths though, because it was basically just like, you solve the problem, and then you get that dopamine release when you solve it. They need to teach you how to do that. That's fucking true. I don't know, I mean, education's not for everybody, and I feel like you should be able to customize your own child's education from an early age. The best, like, the way I've learned all of my history knowledge is from video games and YouTube videos, which is stupid, but I know so much about history from it, so is it really a bad thing? Is it such a bad thing that the mediums by which, and fucking music as well, with Sabaton songs. fucking, you listen to a Sabaton song, and I always think like, oh, this sounds like a really interesting story, and then I just end up looking it up. 21st century heritage. Video games, Pog. Don't need to turn more. I'm gonna keep falling off the course, but that's fine. Yeah, I mean, having, like, the ability just to immerse yourself in a historical world makes it more interesting to learn about. I can't wait until, like, they can just, like, you go to a museum, you put on a VR headset, and you're in World War One, in the trenches, and it's fucking miserable. And it's fucking, you know, there's artillery shells and shit going off. Brain dancing World War fucking One. Holy shit, that would be amazing. You would be able to experience it in such a unique way. There's no reason you can't do that today with video games and VR in its current state, but it's expensive. I'm not sure if people would actually want to do that. What did they have? Was it like a VR headset with a... Went to the trench with some brown sound words. Stunk of piss! You stick on VR and watch a fight take place. I feel like there's sort of levels to it as well, because you could literally just have, like, you go in VR and you just watch, you go in VR and you act, or you go in VR and you literally experience the soldier's perspective, for example, in like a World War One thing. Yeah. I mean, it's expensive tech, and you're gonna have like loads of people using it. It's gonna wear and tear quite a lot more, which is why VR needs to get cheaper. You could play this game in VR. I feel like that would make me violently ill very quickly. Are we still... Oh, we're still gaining altitude. I forgot about that. Oh, we're actually losing speed. I didn't notice that. Let's just throttle up a bit. Yeah, I mean, like, the problem with history is it's not exactly very nice. No one actually wants to experience the trench experience, though. Like, you say you might want to, but no one actually wants to be there for more than a few minutes. How do we talk about history without scaring people? I remember there was a meme like a little while back that was like some fucking kid said learning World War II was bad for their mental health. I mean, that's technically true. A VR headset on a 40-foot... Oh, fuck me. It is technically bad for your mental health, but I think in the end it's good for your mental health. Like, learning about the hell that is war, and I mean, that's going to be good for you in the long run, I think. Yeah. History isn't for everyone, but I feel like history should be important for a lot of people. Because everyone ends up repeating it. Clench. What does that say? Trenches were fucked. Depends how they're told, though. It's done very old. Yeah, I mean, it's very easy to hammer home fucking the war is hell message. Just with the stories of the soldiers themselves, it's pretty awful. But there's more to it than just the experience as well. There's the fact that history usually encompasses the military tactics and stuff as well. It isn't technically... Well, I mean, it is technically history, but it's kind of its own thing as well. It's all I got from playing a lot of Hearts of Iron. Clench Common Airfield. I don't know why that makes me laugh. That's an airfield, by the way. Just that patch of dirt. Perception history, the fact that we never talk about British war crimes, but they're focused on the Japanese. Yeah. You just, I wonder if it's like an aerodrome or something. You just land on the dirt. I don't know, the models might just not be there. Because like, we've flown away from Bristol, so all the models are unloading. But there's still a couple here and there. Once we get to London, there'll be more. Yeah, I think it's because the area is less, you know, built up, so it doesn't have as much model data. Let's see, how close are we now? Ooh, we're almost halfway there. I think... Yeah, so the London City Airport is like quite a ways out the way. And then Heathrow is like somewhere over here. I don't remember what the code is. But the actual London will fly straight through the middle. So we're not too far away now. VOD. Yeah, I mean with the current way tech is going, people don't realise how quickly things have changed. A solar powered plane. Well, I mean like, the best way I think... Oh fuck, I just dethrottled by scrolling. It'll be fucking... People used to think the Wii was the future. It's true. The Wii is the future of fucking all of humanity. We've peaked actually. Everything's downhill from the Wii. We're just never gonna get like to that level of technology again. Wii bowling is peak evolution. I want that on a fucking shirt. I could put that on a shirt. I don't know why I said I want that on a shirt when I can just make a shirt with that on it. Memory airfield. Doesn't look like an airfield. I think that's a runway. We're still losing speed very slowly. But we're gaining altitude. We might actually want to stop gaining altitude now because we're at like 4,000 feet. Is that 4,000 feet? 9,000 feet. Just tell it to hold altitude. Save fuel and be good. chocolate. This is going to be a bit shorter than I expected to be. It's hard to gauge how long the flights will be. We're getting close now. Well, we're about halfway there. Right, I'm going to do something very stupid, and I'm going to trust the autopilot not to crash the plane. I'm going to be right back a sec. If the plane goes down, it's chat's fault. We're not dead! Pog! Still drifting though. Doesn't really matter. As long as we're heading in roughly the right direction. Can't really get wrong. Looks like it's right near the airfield. We might. Probably not. Might. Thinking probably complete this flight and then switch to a different game. I'm not sure which one. Got a couple I want to try, but I'm not sure. They're gonna try and play stuff different to Clone Hero. Alright, well, I was looking down. What the fucking hell was that? I think the autopilot has given up. Let's just fucking turn ourselves back on course. God damn. Trim saddle like that as well. Okay, well, I don't know why the plane just decided to die. Maybe I hit the control stick accidentally and it just fucking freaked out. The autopilot could be a bit... What the fuck is it doing? Jesus. I don't feel safe. It's out. Well, that's okay. Hopefully it won't do that again. Let's see. We're getting closer now. Alcohol altitude holder thingy just disengaged for no reason. That's altitude. Hold altitude. Why are we drifting? We doing okay? No. Okay. There's an airfield like right in front of us. I don't know what it is. Like about to fly straight over. I'm pretty sure we're not supposed to do. We can bump our speed up, but we're about to fly over Heathrow. We could have this one go, but I can't remember how to do it, and I've never done it before, so it's probably not that bad, honestly. I think it's too late to try and alter the flight course now anyway. I think we're going to start descending so we come off the throttle quite a bit and try to descend down quite slowly, coming off the throttle, so we should gain speed as we come down. So speed to 500. Trying to lose speed so we can go faster down. Don't come down too fast. Let's just fix our heading. Just below us, I think. Quick. Maybe I'll throw out one. We're gonna do a fucking... Good. Okay, we're good. Still gaining a lot of speed, so I'll just drop the throttle even more. We'll just go for glider mode. It's gonna be like 10 or something. I need deceleration. Maybe a bit too quickly. See all the buildings that are actually modelled. They stand out like a sore thumb. Holy shit. To load. Oh my god, we had like 7 FPS though. It should start to load as we get lower down. I hope. We are slowly losing speed. That's not too bad. Let's just pop the throttle a bit. starting to wobble an awful lot. Might be getting a bit turbulent. Nothing to worry about. We're going to be coming pretty low, actually. Let's just go down. Let's just slow our decline. Okay. It's not coming down too quickly. It looks like we're just going straight towards the Parliament building. Looks a bit suspicious. What the fuck? There we go, look, this building's starting to load in now. We can drop a bit quicker actually, so we can see the Parliament buildings. Probably, actually, let me just take over fucking control. We're gonna do some options. Empire. I've played Empire a little bit, but it wasn't really for me. I don't know. I just didn't really like the. It's not the gameplay so much. I really like the rifle combat and stuff that like Napoleon had, but and Empire's is fine. It's just I don't know. I don't like the campaign very much. It just doesn't feel right. It's a weird one. It's part of the reason I didn't like Napoleon Total War was because it was fucking... There was no campaign. Well, there was, but it's like a railroaded campaign. I don't know. Nothing comes close to Rome. Even if that game is very inaccurate. Yeah, it's basically just a set of scenarios. It's sort of like mini campaigns. You do like fucking thingies. Shame, because I really like the rifle combat and stuff. It's just there's no like way to engage with the game because it's just a railroaded story. Detailing Napoleon. Yeah, it's a bit of a jank experience now, but I've never had it been that bad, to be honest. I don't know, or I mean, like, I've never had a campaign that I've enjoyed as much as I do in Rome, because they just never seem to be that good. Shogun's was pretty good too, actually, to be fair. Ta-da! The bridge hasn't loaded for some reason.
500.
Oh fuck! This is too close, but it's good, isn't it? It's a good little model. Holy shit! This is so hard to fly. Medieval is good. Oh yeah, Medieval does have a very good campaign. Actually, I quite like Medieval. But bugged out for you. Well, I feel like all the Total War games are a bit fucking buggy though. I think the problem with Total War games is the fact that they're really good, but then they always seem to skimp out on the campaign. My frame rate is like dropping to 20, by the way. I think that's because Streamlabs is open. Yeah, I feel like sometimes it's just like, oh, like doing versus battles and stuff is fun, but I want the campaign because that's what makes me want to play Total War. It's the actual simulation and the mechanics, the actual combat and the RTS mechanics are kind of just like the, I guess it's like the meat, but I still want the dressings. Yeah, exactly. You can only make so many battles interesting. I'm just really losing speed here. I need to fucking speed up. I want the taters. You got the meat and potatoes, but you don't have the dressing. Right, I'm not going to fly through the Tower Bridge because I tried it before and it's just an invisible wall. So we're going to go over it. I'm sorry. We're going to try and go over it. Holy shit. For a second, man flies directly into the shard. I think this is my favourite thing I've done so far in this game, is flying just along the Thames. It is so much fun. And it is pretty sure it's highly illegal as well. Oh god, can you see that? On the right, it looks like the modelling has gone a bit awry. Some guy just shot himself on the pavement, cyber. Sounds about right. Right, we're gonna go back on course now. Fly towards the sea. Fly directly into that building. I mean, to fly directly into that building. Loop-de-loop's kind of hard in this thing. If I do it now, I'll almost certainly die. We're not close to that building, are we? No. Okay. Fine. I'm going to gain some altitude and I can give it a try, but we need a lot of altitude. I've done it before. It's really fucking difficult in a Cessna. Things weren't really designed for it. We are not gaining much altitude. We're full mixed triple thing. We can up the fraps now. Fraps? Flaps. Oh, actually, the airport is right there, isn't it? Fuck. Okay, never mind. The airport is right there. We need to start preparing for landing then. No loop-de-loops for you. Oh, we're coming in so fast now, though. It's fun. Can we cut through this? We are coming in too high and too fast. We're actually not going that fast anymore. Alright. We are coming in too fucking low now, I think, actually. Alright, well our approach angle is completely wrong, apparently. Which is what those 4 red lights mean, even. Hopefully it should improve. I think we're coming in too low. Pretty low, actually. Oh, it's going to be a rough one. Starting to veer as well. Stop. Don't fucking stall for me as soon as I land. That wasn't that bad, honestly. I've had much worse landings than that. Now flew to China. You're right, let's go. Jesus. Oh, we still got the flaps all the way down, that's why we're stalling. Stall. 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 Stop shouting at me. I'm not gonna stall. I'm not gonna stall. I'd call that a successful landing, even if we didn't technically land, we stopped and rode, but now let's land in the river. That is an actual thing that people do, is it's called a stop and go landing. It's where you basically just land and then just take off again. It's to practice, basically. Right, either we're going to touch the water and immediately crash, or we're going to land in the water. Or we're not going to make it at all. So I have gained a little bit too much speed. Look how close we are to the water, what the fuck? How have we not... Okay. Yeah, we touch the water and you immediately die. That kind of sucks, because I think there's seaplanes in this game. But... well, you can't really land a seaplane if you touch the water and die, so... you could probably turn that off in the settings, though. Anyway, I think I'm going to try and change game and play something else, because playing this for a long amount of time is hard. So I'll be right back. On a fucking... right. There we go. BR. Yes. Alright, well, see, the problem is, I haven't actually decided what I want to play. I could play Clone Hero. There's a couple games that I've thought about playing on stream. There's a couple that are probably more effort to stream than others, though, so probably leave those for later. I'm thinking either Factorio or... Jesus Christ, there's a motorbike gun absolutely mental outside. Factorio or Clone Hero, maybe? I was thinking about playing Sonic Mania on stream as well, though, so not sure. I'll have a think. Hi. You missed the fucking plane crash, but don't worry. Rat Radio is still on. I'm just thinking of another game to play. Right, I think I'm gonna do some Clone Hero for a bit. So I'll change everything and setting up, but I'm gonna restart the stream for the sake of the VODs because it's easier than trying to fucking split the video. So be right back.